YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Excuse me. Y'all, excuse me. It is day 40 of my YouTube journey. 40 days in a row that I've uploaded a video. And today, y'all, I'm going to do something a little different, as y'all will be able to see by my title. I'm going to talk about something besides myself. But today, when I got up this morning, first we're going to talk about my little Thanksgiving dinner real quick. I got up this morning and about 6 o'clock and did my Thanksgiving dinner, and I was done by 11:49. When I looked at the clock, when I looked at the time on my phone, it was 11:49. So from 6 to 11:49, I made potato salad, macaroni and cheese, rice, collard greens, dressing, and my turkey. I did my sweet potato bread last night. I did all of that by myself this morning. That's all. And my kitchen was clean when I finished. Like, it was clean as I go. Like, I was washing stuff, putting stuff away. Because my kitchen is so small and I have a limited amount of space and I can't function in chaos. That's why I knew it wasn't gonna take me long, because I already had it planned out how I was gonna do it. Like, I knew I was gonna start my greens right away. I knew I was gonna start my rice right away. I knew that I was gonna bake my cornbread, and I knew I was gonna go ahead and make my macaroni and cheese up and put it in the pan. And all I had to do was stick it in the oven when I was ready to stick it in the oven. I knew everything I was gonna do and how I was gonna do it. I went ahead and I had made it happen. I think I did pretty good, y'all. And my sweet potato bread came out pretty good. Only thing I think I might do is add like a little bit more flour. And I really didn't measure it. I wish I would have, because I don't even know how much I put in there. But I just feel like I could have added just like a little bit more, because if I would have had just like a little less, not even a little less, I could have put that sweet potato in a pie crust, and it should have been more firm. But yeah, everything came out pretty good. I was able to fix a plate for my neighbor and for this maintenance guy that my landlord has that comes to do work on the apartment or at the property. So I saw his truck, and it was out there for a while, so I was able to fix him a plate. He was still out there when I finished cooking, so I was able to fix him a plate, and I fixed my friend a plate. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna talk about something that I really didn't want to do, and I'm not by any means gonna be the YouTuber that bashes people or make them like my thing, because it's like I probably never speak about something like this again. But yeah, I saw a video earlier today, and this lady, I guess she was feeling the same way, because I'm gonna go ahead and say it, because you can tell by the title, because that it's about Chelsea Janae. And let me just say that when I started watching YouTube, I used to watch mukbangs, and it was a couple of vloggers that I would watch. One was Sharika B. And when I started watching Sharika B, because her and Chelsea were associated at the time, Chelsea popped up, so I started watching her. So I was watching both of them at one point, and at one point I stopped watching Sharika B for whatever reason. I just stopped watching her. But I kept watching Chelsea, because it was just something about Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? Shit was something real about her to me, you know what I'm saying, back then, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the girl was talking on her video about how, what's going on with Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm thinking the same thing, because when y'all be talking to y'all about, my favorite channel, I don't hardly be seeing her no more. I be looking for her, and stuff like that. I be talking about Chelsea Janae. Like, I've been subscribed to her channel for a very long time. I would say it's going on 4 years now. And I've been watching her, consistently watching her over these 4 years. I am to a point where I look for her videos. So I noticed, lately, And I'm not even gonna say like the past couple of months. I'm gonna go ahead and take it back to back a year or so ago. Like we're gonna take it that far back because I noticed stuff back then. And I'm going to give my take on if somebody were to ask me, this is what I think is going on. But yeah, noticed something different back then. Mind you, like I love Chelsea and Dion's relationship. I love their relationship when they had Roscoe and I forgot the other dog's name, but you know I was like a fan back then, and then when they got Sebastian, and I was just like I loved their relationship. I thought it was so cool, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that Dion was so cool, like he was like in the background. You would see his face every now and then, but he was like, you know, not trying to, you know, be all up in it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought their relationship was cool. And I felt like people would say little stuff, like she treats him mean. I didn't never see that. I just felt like they were doing what worked for them because they had been together for so long, so obviously it worked for them. So I felt like they were doing what worked for them, and it was like it didn't seem odd to me, but I did start noticing something, y'all. Cause like when I say I've been following them for a minute, we lived in Florida, and then we moved to Atlanta together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how long I've been dealing with her. But lately I've been noticing like she hardly ever been uploaded. Like I've been looking for her. I look for her video because like I said, there's not too many YouTubers, vloggers that I look at. And but she is one that I have consistently looked at for over, like I said, 3 or 4 years. So like when she's missing in action, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a vlogger that like when she has her little thing at the first of the year where everybody meets up, her meet and greet thing, I wanted to go. That's why I'm gonna watch what I say because I still want to go. I plan like last year I really wanted to go and I was like this year I am going. So like I really want to go. Like I just want to see her in face to face. You know what I'm saying? But like lately, honey. First of all, I've been pissed off lately because I feel like I get it, life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But I also feel like you have an obligation to your public. Like, at least say something. At least say, y'all, at least post something. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know, well, right now, life is a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? To say something. I don't know. It's just that I feel like it's just common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell everybody what's going on in your life. You could just like say something. But like I kind of felt like something was like off anyway. Like I'm going to go back to not even like the past few months. I'm going to go back to before they moved into the place that they're living in now, her and Dion and Sebastian. Like, the place before, things was kind of weird. Because she had a whole bunch of down moments, you know what I'm saying? Where she was like really down and depressed and stuff like that. And it was like, you know, Chelsea, like if you ever know, she only shows you what you wants you to see. Like, and if she's not like, if she doesn't feel like she's her best, then she's not even gonna show up at all or whatever. And I don't even get that because, honey, yeah, but we'll get to that too in a minute because I am gonna say something about that because I've been wanting to say something. And I really would like to be like one of those friends who pulls her aside and say something to her. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, yeah, but honey, let me tell you, my take on it, it's like I noticed something when they moved from the apartment that they were in to the townhouse that they're in now. Back then, I noticed something. Like she became depressed. Like she would like disappear like she does now, but she would come back and she would say how she's depressed. And then she started like reading, you know, scriptures and reading the Bible every day. And I felt like they were going through something then. But let me say this too, so we'll know what I'm trying to lead to. Okay, this is my thing. All these solo trips without Dion all of the time. Like, I get he can't take vacations every time, anytime he wants to, or every time you want to go on a trip. He can't take a vacation because of his job. But you're in a relationship, and it's not like a new relationship. Y'all been together for years. So to me, it was strange that she was taking so many solo trips. And to me, like, if I'm in a relationship, it's like I get that it's okay to go away by yourself sometimes. Like, every now and then you need some time to yourself. But when you've been in a relationship that long, you don't spend that much time together. Like, to me, I think she was enjoying her success and you know, just like doing what the most with her money and stuff. But I think that I don't feel like she was sharing it with Dion. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying she's supposed to take care of Dion and pay for everything for him. But it's like, if that was my man for that long and I loved him and I truly loved him, I would want him to be a part of all of what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it might be sometimes where he can't, you know, take time off to take a trip. But I would be trying to plan when he can. Like, it's like, to me, and I feel like that right there is, you set yourself up to fail. Because, like, yeah, like, you stay gone. And then also, y'all, okay, we're going to go back to when, not a few weeks, maybe a month or so ago, when she spent the night to Mia's for the sleepover. That was supposed to be one night. She stayed the whole weekend. I knew something was going on then. I already kind of felt like something was going on. But, like, you spent the whole weekend, girl, like, something really going on. And then you had already been, like, MIA. We hardly ever saw you. Like, you might drop a video every now and then. And then it wasn't very long and very brief and not detailed at all. Like, to me, like, she went from, you know, her camera be always on her belly to me. She went from a big belly to, like, she still got that belly, but she lost a lot of weight. So when she disappeared and came back all, like, slim, it shocked me. But still, like I said, I already sensed something going on. And let me tell y'all something. Like I said, I love their relationship. And I am so sad if something is going on. But I really feel like there's going to come a video where she's announcing something, y'all. And I don't want to speak it out, you know what I'm saying? But it's something going on, honey. You've been taking too many trips away from this man. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, say it like this. I'm not saying Chelsea's a bad person, but Dion's a good guy. From what I've seen all these years, I have not seen anything really bad about this guy. Like, why would you not treat him all right? Like, why would you not be good to him? Like, he seems like he's a good guy. Like, I don't know. He seemed like he genuinely wanted her to succeed. He was there for her. I feel like he would. But you know what? Another thing I am going to say, I can say all this stuff, but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And like I said, Chelsea always shows us what she wants us to see. Like, she is really not, she'll cut a video, like, completely off. Because she started talking in her last video, honey, and she started saying something, and she cut that thing completely off. So she must have said some stuff she didn't want to say. She probably was not ready to share with us right now. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I'm thinking, like, this is not the best way to do it, though, girl. Because you're going to have people out there just saying any and everything. And I'm trying my best not to say any and everything. I'm giving my take on what I think could possibly be going on. Like, to be honest, y'all, would y'all be surprised if Dion met somebody? Because, like, I don't know, like, what could it be? Like, she stayed gone, and then also look at it like this. All of a sudden, the cousin Chanel. All of a sudden, the cousin Chanel is like coming to visit all the time, or she's always like she's always going on a trip, and Chanel is going with her. Never really Dion, but always Chanel. Like she's always going somewhere in Chanel. So now, and then Chanel's like at the house and staying for long periods of time. Like I don't know, y'all. I'm just thinking my take on it. If I had to, if somebody asked me, and I'm just guessing, because I could very well be wrong, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. But it's like there's a disconnect. They are no longer like together, I don't think. Not like that. Like I think at one point they were fighting for it, but I don't think Chelsea has met anybody, but I think maybe Dion has. And like has too much time by himself. And then it's so strange that y'all didn't even y'all didn't do anything for your birthday, like together. Like nothing together. Like you mentioned him a couple of times in each one of your past couple of videos over the past few weeks, because you had like 2 videos in 3 weeks, just about. I know, because I've been looking for her. And I ain't trying to bash Chelsea. I'm not trying to say, because I don't think she was real mean to Dion. I just don't think she was attentive to her man. I think that she was like becoming selfish. And then another thing with me too, and then she acting all bougie and stuff now, and I don't like that. It's like one thing I've noticed about her, she takes on the personality of whoever she hangs out with. And that would aggravate me. I don't like my friends who like try to do everything I do, you know, the hair, the clothes, and feel like they always try to outdo me. Like, that's not a friendship to me. Like, yeah. But I ain't saying she like that, but it just seems like she take on their personalities. And then something happens and you don't hear from them anymore, and she don't tell you nothing about it. You don't never hear from them no more. Like, people just disappear. Like, I don't know. But yeah. But anyway, I don't want to start talking bad about her, because I'm not by any means. But yeah, it's just like I noticed, like I was trying to say, and I just get so sidetracked, y'all. Because it's like so much, because I guess I was just waiting for somebody to say something about it. And I finally found somebody who say something about it, and she felt like Chelsea just want to be outside. She want to like see other people. But I feel like Dion done found him somebody. That's what I feel. I feel like Dion she done left him home one time too many. Like, one time too many. Like, yeah. And then, she left him on one time too many. They went outside one time too many without him. Like, yeah. So, and then I feel like this too. It's like, I don't know. And then I don't like that relationship with her and Chanel. Like, to me, it's like, I used to love Chelsea because I think Chelsea was down to earth. Now she trying to act like she don't remember when she had them funny looking wigs. And I ain't trying to be funny, but girl, you better go look at some of your old videos and snap out of it. Because, like, yeah, you look good, and I get that. Be proud of where you come from, and how far you come. Be proud of that. I get that. But girl, I hope and pray that when I hit it big, because I am, that I stay humble and like not become somebody else. And then why would you want to become somebody else anyway? Because apparently it's exhausting. And it's very hard to keep up. Because, like, that's why it's so hard for you to upload every day. Because it's like, it's so hard for her to upload. I feel like I'm talking directly to her. Because I'm not. But, like, yeah, it's so hard for her to upload every day because you have to keep up this appearance. And that's another thing, too. Like, this is me with absolutely no makeup, no lashes, no nails, nothing. Like, this is just me. Like, so, I mean, this is me. To me, it's like, why would I want something that's gonna change me so much? Like till I don't even look like who I was looking like when I. And then when you take that makeup off, it's like you're trying to be something you're not. And so it's like I don't know. It's just weird to me how people can look one way in their thumbnail, and then when you click on click on their video, and they're not in their makeup, they're totally different. Like, I would want people to know how I really look. Because it's like a shock. Like, especially when, yeah, it's like a shock sometimes how different people look. Like, that makeup is really deceiving. And I can see why some of them guys be like, fellas beware, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, they be transforming. And then it's like the stuff that she's doing now, it just seems like, I don't know. First of all, the past couple of years, it's her spending to me, it's been crazy. Like, needlessly. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And then my thing is, and another thing I'm going to touch on too, because it's like, don't be walking around here looking like, thinking you look like, well, looking like, you look good, you know what I'm saying, and everything, $1 million, but your house is towed the heck up. Like, girl, don't you know real bougie girls are like bougie inside and out, their clothes, their appearance, their home, and everything? Like, it's together. Like, yeah, and see, that leads me to believe, because of how filthy your house is. And the reason why I'm going to say something about it, because you obviously are not ashamed of it. Because you don't have to show us none of that. We don't even have to never know that your house is filthy. Really, we do not. You can find a corner in your house and record. Like, so, like, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I just don't get it, girl. I really don't. Like, I love Chelsea to death, but at the end of the day, I be wrong. If I ever got face-to-face with her, because I swear when I was going to see her, I was going to pull her shirt, I was going to pull her skirt, and I was going to let her know. Like, girl. And that leads me to believe, like I was saying, that by your house being so filthy all of the time, and it's not junky, honey, it's filthy. There's a difference. There's a difference. It's straight up filthy. It leads me to believe that it stinks because you have a dog. No offense. That's the purpose of the candles, the millions of candles. But yeah, and I don't know why people who don't like to clean, and I don't get it because like you work nowhere. Like, I didn't mean to come on here to bash her, but I did want to always say this though. Like, you work nowhere. And that's another reason why that's why I think it's so hard for you to get up and upload it consistently, like, cause you don't, like, you say you do sometimes, but you really, really don't. Like, you do nothing consistently. Like, you change so much. You're constantly changing. You change for you every time you say it, you speak about it, and that's weird to me to do everything based on what you see other people do. Like, you don't have an original thought. You don't have an original idea. And I think you're more of an influencer than a vlogger. But I mean, you really couldn't influence me to buy anything because you buy so many different kinds of the same thing. Like, I don't know. So yeah, like, I don't know what's good, what's not good. I don't know. Everything is good. Everything is your favorite fragrance. Like, everything, like yeah, you just want to buy stuff. And it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's wasteful. It's a materialistic thing. And then it's like, girl, I don't know. It's just so much. I want to be what to say, girl. Like, it's like, but I just know one thing something is going on, and it's like it's a video is going to come up where you're going to partially tell us. Because one thing I notice about her, she doesn't like to say stuff that makes her look bad. Like, she wants to be transparent, but not to the point where it makes her look bad. So, but I really think that, like, you can't keep leaving your man at home and taking trips. And then the world knows you're leaving your man at home and taking a trip. Like, taking these trips. And then you, yeah. And then, it's a lot. And then, my thing, like I said, he has to go to work and then come home to a filthy house where all you did was lay around all day, and you can't even say you've been busy filming because you don't hardly film, girl. You don't hardly be videoing anything, like you really don't. So but I really hate. Because I really was rooting for them. But something happened, y'all. Something has happened. And I honestly feel like maybe Dion met somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because, to me, like, if a man goes to work and he come home, he can't even get a meal. The house is towed up. Like, why? Like, you really take your clothes off and leave them right there? Like, why is there so many, how? Girl, like I said, there's a difference between being junky and just straight trifling, like, girl. And then you got a whole dog up in there. That seriously leads me to believe. That house stank. I don't care. You ain't gonna tell me it don't. You're not. Period. You're not. So, yeah, like, you don't even have to show us that. That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get with these YouTubers. Just like this one YouTuber. She used to always come over there and always it's a woe is me thing. Oh, woe is me. It's never like nothing good going on in her life. Even when she became monetized and stuff. Like, she came on there, video was clear, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell nothing was going on, but some kind of way she came on there just to tell us her lights was off. Like, she could have made that whole video and we would have never known her lights were off. Like, I don't get that. Just like, I could have looked at her all these years and I could have never known her house was filthy. Like, she could have cleaned up one area of her house just to film. And stayed in that area. Like, yeah, like, you don't have to put everything out there. I know this. Like, it's like, my house is not nasty or nothing, but it's like, I'm not about to walk around in here. I am going to do a walkthrough in here so y'all can see where I came from to where I'm about to go. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only way. Like, but yeah, like, cause it's, for one thing, I came on as I'm a new YouTuber, so I don't want to be, the one who lived in, like, yeah, no, you ain't gonna know me like that. You gonna know me as a 54-year-old, that's my very first video, who quit her job, who was never gonna work for anybody again, and who went back to school full time. Like, that's what I came out as. I didn't come out as somebody who ain't got no job, who stay in, none of that. None of that. You don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? That could be something I tell y'all as my testimony later or something like that. But yeah, why? We don't need to know your struggle. Unless that's your angle. Like, some of them, that's their angle. They want to get your money. But yeah, like, she could have, like, to me, to be honest, and I'm never going to do this again. I ain't going to say I'm never going to do this again. But I don't like talking about other YouTubers. And Chelsea, I liked her. But, like, lately, I don't know. I just don't like who she's becoming. Like, girl, you better go look at them old videos. Remember them wigs? But at least she was real. You know what I'm saying? I loved her back then. She was so funny then. And that's why I love looking at her videos. And that's what made me feel like, okay, and I ain't trying to say, oh, well, she could do it, I could do it. But that made me feel like, okay, yeah, get out there and be your real, authentic self and everything. But then as I started looking at her more, and then like, when I started noticing her with other people, how I noticed she, like, take on their personalities. And I don't like that. But I still overlook that. And then like yeah, it's just like stuff I noticed, but I always like loved her and Dion's relationship. And back then I always felt like it was her and Dion against the world. But then like as of late, like since she moved to Atlanta, she just started getting a little different. You know what I'm saying? I guess because she, you know, you could tell when people ain't have money because it's like this too. Another thing I know, and I know this for a fact. I ain't gonna say I know this for a fact, but I am pretty darn sure that people who've always had money don't never have 50 houses because people who have money they either like keep a clean house themselves or they can pay somebody to keep a clean house, but they don't live in filth. You got a few who do, but honey, for the most part, people who have grown up with money and who've had money for a very long time, they're pretty clean, neat people. You know what I'm saying? And so these newcomers to money, like yeah, they think it's all right to show the world how they truly live because you know why? Because they think people live like that. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I had this girl who me and her was friends and we had met. And I had moved away from Wilmington and moved to Tennessee, but then I came back home. So when I came back home, I reconnected with her and I found out where she was. So mind you, she always been a little, you know, trifling. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know, one of the people who never wash their dishes, clothes everywhere. They got kids, so it's like bowls of cereal, half-eaten cereal that's been sitting there, this and that, everywhere. You know, just like nasty, like really, really nasty, disgusting. Like I hated friends like that. I couldn't, like we never stay friends long. Like if I can't sit over your house and be comfortable and yeah. The friendship ends, like, because it's too much. But anyway, when I came back, we reconnected. So I went to her house. Now, when I went to her house, mind you, it was stuff everywhere. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. I can't even describe it. First of all, hold up. I just remember, because it's been a minute, y'all. Hold the fuck up. Oh, excuse my French. Hold the heck up. Y'all, I just but yes, honey, when I first walk in, let's go ahead and get this out the way. When I first walk in, he got a whole bed up in the living room. Like the whole bed. Her logic is, might as well have the bed. I don't know. Something about the bed it's more convenient having the bed in the living room. So I don't know for the kids. I don't know. Because she had like, I don't know how many kids my own homegirl had. I don't know how many kids she had, but let me see, Jessica. She had like, I don't know. By the time I got back, because like when I left, she had like 2, maybe 3. Then she had a couple more when I came back. You know, from Tennessee, I was gone for a few years. I had moved to Tennessee and I moved back to Wilmington. But anyway, the reason why I was talking about her, because I'm talking about how filthy she was, because like when I came over there, like the first day I came over there, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Because she had always been a little, you know, messy, but nothing like this. This was like epic. This was like huge. Like, but my thing was, there was some vomit on the floor. Like, there was some vomit on the floor. Like, it was just there. Nobody tried to get it up. Looked like maybe one of the kids might have threw up something. It was pink, yellow, and stuff. Might have been some cereal. You know, something like that. Anyway, so that disgusted me along with all the stuff, like hoarded stuff everywhere. Like, like how people live. I mean, I cannot. But anyway, so I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna stay long because this is my first time seeing her, and I was excited. You know what I'm saying? But I'm uncomfortable. There's nowhere I would want to sit in there. Nowhere. Like I don't even want to breathe the air. Like I'm scared to breathe the air. Like you know what I'm saying? But so like we talked a little while, and so she was telling me she needed to do this, she needed to do that. And, you know, I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'm a friend. Like I'm not like, oh God, you're so disgusting, I'm leaving. I'm still talking to her, not wanting to sit down. but I want to help her. Like, I want to help her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and go and talk about you to people or nothing like that. I want to help her. So, remember, y'all, the vomit is on the floor. She see it, we see it. I think she even said something about it and didn't even try to get it up. It stayed there. So she was saying something. She needed to ride somewhere. Mind you, I was driving and everything. She wasn't driving. So I said, well, I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? I'll come back and get you. And the next day, and I'll take you to take care of this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think she was having trouble with paying her bills or something like that. She needed to go see about, something happened. It was something, and I wanted to help her out. Like, help her, like, just start helping her, because she was a friend of mine before I had left and went to Tennessee. So I the next day I come over there, and mind you, I want to just, like, not even go in the house, to tell you the truth. You already knew what time I was coming. You know what I'm saying? So I was hoping she was going to be coming out the door. Of course, that's not how it happened. First of all, she's not even up. So I have to go knock on the door. And then, you know what I'm saying, I don't think she had a phone at the time, you know what I'm saying, cell phone or nothing like that at the time. So I couldn't, I could call her or nothing like that. I couldn't just blow the horn and for her to come out. So I had to go back into that house. And y'all, why the vomit still there? Still there. This is day 2, the vomit's still there, though. Still there. Now I get there, she ain't even up. She ain't even got the babies together, the ones who wasn't in school. She ain't even got them together. Like, and then she's like just talking and like not trying to write. And me, I'm like, I'm not wanting to be up in this house. Like, I'm not wanting to be up in there. Like, it's not just like stuff everywhere. It's filthy up in there. And the vomit's still on the floor. Like, yeah, y'all, this video too long. But anyway, yeah, the vomit stayed there. Then the next day I came. So it's like I ended up leaving. I was like, well, I'll be back. Never came back. Because I knew what I was lying when I said I'd be back. I knew I was lying. I was not coming back. I was not that day. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't coming back. I knew she wasn't serious about wanting help from whatever she wanted. And I was not going to waste my time. So, but I was going to come back. So I did. And I came back a few days later, not like the next day or nothing like that. Why that vomit still on the floor, but this time it's got a paper towel over it where the paper towel had undried. The vomit had undried on the floor. The paper towel had undried to the vomit. Like, yeah. Like, that's disgusting. Like, that's how people live. Like, but don't be walking around these streets like you so... like top dollar, high dollar, like bougie, like, and then your house is filthy, like not just junky, filthy. Like, there's a difference. Like, that's weird to me, and yeah, but like, yeah, my take on this is gonna be the name of the video, y'all. But my take on that is, I think that too many, like, at some point they disconnected. Something happened, and I really feel like Dion met him somebody. I don't think Chelsea met her somebody, but I feel like Dion met him somebody. And I don't think that they're, like, together. I think they tried to work it out when they left those apartments and moved to that townhouse, but I don't think it worked out. And I think at some point Chelsea just... Because y'all remember in her last video, not the last one, but the one before that, she made a comment when she was in a hotel room, when I think her and Mia went to Nobu or something like that, that restaurant, and she made a comment, yeah, y'all, why be with some a dude if he can't afford to eat like this, because she was talking about how they was paying so much money for the food and stuff like that. And then when she made that comment about, yeah, why even mess with a dude if he can't afford to, like, buy you food like this and stuff like that. I felt like she was talking about Dion then, and I was thinking, I know good and damn well she ain't talking about Dion like that. Dion a good guy. But yeah, honey, I felt like something then. So yeah, I think that her and Dion broke up, y'all. I think that Dion done found him somebody else. That's my opinion. I don't know. Ain't really my opinion, but that's my take. If somebody had asked me what was going on, that's what I think is going on. I really think that Dion maybe found him somebody else. Like Chelsea done left him home alone too many times. And then I just feel like she just, I don't know. But like I said, y'all, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know. Like, just because we think Dion's sweet, I think he's a sweetheart, though. I really do. I really do, but I could be wrong. But I really think he's a sweetheart. But I think Dion just got sick of it. Like, I think Dion just got sick of it. And I think Dion met him somebody who's paying him some attention. He's a good guy. But yeah, I think Chelsea's nice. She's cool too. But yeah, she really was neglecting her man, I feel. And like too many trips away from him. Like you were too comfortable away from him. So like, yeah, if you really love your man, like you're not, it's not toxic to want to be around him and do things with him. Like, it's like okay to want to get away sometimes and he can be okay with it. But honey, y'all was like, it was too many solo trips, honey. And you got a whole relationship. So yeah. But that's just my take on it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I don't know how this is going to play out. I hate that I sound like I was bashing somebody. I wasn't. But I've been wanting to say some of that stuff, though, y'all. Because come on. Ain't it true, though, y'all? Like, come on. I ain't trying to be funny, nothing. But, like, people who always... It's always people who got dogs. Like, why y'all want to have a dog and y'all know y'all don't even like to clean up? But anyway, let me go. Because I done said too much. I am sorry, Chelsea. I did not mean to offend you, girl. Like, but yeah, I've been wanting to say it. And I really been wanting to say it. And I am that type of person. Because, like, let me tell you, especially if you piss me off, girl. Because if you piss me off, all of that would have came out. It would have been a lot nastier. Don't get it twisted. But I was trying to be nice about it. But yeah, girl, I was trying to pull your skirt any damn way because it don't make no sense. If you can't clean, if you didn't clean, find you an area, clean it up, and film from there. Stop showing so much of that crap. That's disgusting. It's not normal. And it's not okay. Like, yeah, it's not a good look at all. You can't be bougie and have a sink full of dishes. You just can't. But good night, y'all. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. I think I said it at the beginning. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, this video is way too freaking long. Like, it's really long. And y'all know I don't edit, but it's just going to stay long. But yeah, y'all. I hope I didn't offend her. But hey, it had to be said because I was going to say it anyway. And I'll say it again if she asks me. But good night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.